I can do anything. I can reach any goal today. I can do what I want. I can be what I want to be.
Hi guys, Katie Azevedo here from SchoolHabits.com. Today I'm going to talk about how to get through those books when you just want to fall asleep, okay? How to get through a book that you just can't get through. So, picture this. You're starting a new book in English class. You're excited. Maybe this one will be good. Maybe this one won't have a metaphor in every third sentence. You open the book, all right, you got this. You're going to read for an hour straight. Go! 5 minutes later, and a few pages later, something mysterious happens, an out-of-the-body experience during which you know your eyeballs are moving. You know you see words on the page. In fact, you know you've been turning the pages with your very own hands. But wait, you put the book down for a second and realize you have absolutely no idea what you just read. No clue. For $1 million, you couldn't tell me if the book was about Abraham Lincoln or unicorns. Now, this happens to the best of us. I call it the fake reading syndrome, as in you got faked out and thought you were reading. But all humor aside though, this situation, it can be a tough one because we all zone out once in a while as we read, sometimes due to external distractions like a noise or a voice, but also sometimes due to internal distractions such as hunger, stress, or antsy thoughts. There are ways to get through these moments, but more importantly, there are ways to prevent these moments. So let's start there. So how to get through a book without zoning out. Number 1, set yourself up for success. It sounds kind of lame, but it's true. So pay attention to your environment. The last place you want to settle down to read a heavy book is in your bed or in a comfortable chair where your body is accustomed to letting down its guard, to relaxing and snoozing. I call these places narcoleptic zones. Instead, seek out a place just on the edge of being uncomfortable. Perhaps a kitchen table if it's quiet in the kitchen, a library, or the floor. Just find an environment that doesn't promote sleep, and you'll reduce your chance of falling asleep with your eyes open. Number 2, read aloud. Now hear me out on this one. So you might feel a little silly at first, but reading out loud can have a huge effect on not only staying zoned in, but also on your retention of the material. We read slower when we read out loud than we do when we read in our heads, and that subtle downshift in reading pace, coupled with the fact that you're hearing the words, can dramatically improve your reading experience. Now, if you feel really silly doing this, read to your dog or your cat for an audience. Although that's not exactly not weird. Number 3, annotate. Annotate means to take notes as you go. So underline things, write in the margins, circle new characters anytime they come up, write down questions. You can either write down directly in the book if you own it, or you can use sticky notes or a separate notebook. But taking notes as you read is a great way to stay engaged, interested, and frankly, awake. Number 4, love what you're reading. Now, in a perfect world, everything you read would be right up your alley. So in my perfect world, the only things I would read about would be books, food, cats, food, running, organizing, and food. But of course, we are all going to be faced with reading material that we don't enjoy, either because we don't like the topic, we don't like the language it's written in, or whatever. But the trick here is to pretend you love it. Pretend it is the best thing that has ever happened to your eyeballs. Pretend that it's going to change your life. Fake it till you make it, right? But really, think about it. The material isn't going to change. So your attitude has to. The book is already written, but your attitude towards it isn't. So do what you have to do to manipulate your mind into thinking you love that book. Number 5, I love this one. Listen to an audio version. This is one of my favorite strategies ever. So there are some terrific apps out there that you can use to download an audiobook version of whatever you have to read. It costs a few bucks, as does anything, but you can listen to the book while you're walking, you're exercising, traveling, cleaning your room, whatever. You can listen to the audio and follow along with the book at the same time. Some people find that really helpful, but seriously, give it a try. The app that I'm talking about, it's Audible. I mean, there's more than that. There's other ones, but that's what I use, and that's what I really like. So what do you do if it's too late? if you already zoned out completely and wasted 15 minutes of fake reading. You go back and reread. That's what you have to do. No way around that one. But the key is that this time you have to change something. If you just go back a few pages and try it again, you'll likely just check out again for the same reasons you did the first time. So for round 2, here is what you can do differently. Number 1, you could change your environment. Get up, move around, pick a new chair, go to a new room. Number 2, you could change your input method, meaning read out loud, listen to the audio version, or have someone read it to you. If you were listening to the audio version first, then this time you would read it by yourself, but change the way that you're absorbing the material. Number 3, annotate. And try using a cool colored pen. There's something about color that just keeps your eyes open. Number 4, go for a walk. I swear, go for a 10-minute walk or do 100 burpees. That's really hard. Do 100 burpees, it's amazing. Or jumping jacks before you sit down to read again. And if you think this is nuts, try it. Then tell me how you feel about it. It works like a magic potion. So those are my tips for getting through a book or a reading assignment without zoning out. I hope some or all of them helped you. But please, don't think you're the only one who this happens to. It's so normal. It happens to us all. But knowing how to reduce your risk of zoning out and then knowing how to deal with it once it happens are key school habits that you want to develop early on. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you liked it, please subscribe below. You can find me on SchoolHabits.com. Email me at katie@SchoolHabits.com. Find me Twitter, Instagram, the whole social media gamut. And thank you really for watching.